Enjoy a delicious lobster dinner, only $19.95, Monday through Thursday at Anthony's restaurants in scenic waterfront locations throughout the Pacific Northwest.
Relationships. They're what connect businesses to customers, people to communities, individuals to each other. Sterling Savings Bank has a relationship with the Northwest. It's our home, so we're committed to helping local businesses and people. Because when they thrive, so do we. Sterling wants to have a relationship with you. Let's share a better future together.
Gonzaga women's basketball. Be there as the Zags take on Santa Clara Thursday, January 28th at 6 p.m. and San Francisco Saturday, January 30th at 2 p.m.
Global Credit Union sending a lucky fan to the WCC tourney in Vegas, and a Global Credit Union follow the Zags promotion. Trip for two includes game tickets, airfare, hotel to see the 2010 WCC men's and women's basketball tournament. Enter at any Global Credit Union branch today. Gonzaga with the early 8-4 lead, and Elias Harris settling in at the free throw line. Matt Bolden 2 for 2 to start the game, and Stephen Gray with the other field goal for Gonzaga, a three-pointer.
And you want to always talk about Elias and what he does, because he's the star right now for the Zags, but 3 team fouls by the Waves. 2 of them have been on, or Elias Harris has been involved in that, causing those fouls. The other one was a block out, Tanner Carey trying to block Robert out, but that's what you love about Elias Harris. He's in a lot of the action all the time.
This may be the earliest in any game in his career that we've seen Will Foster. 15:40 left in the first half. He checks in for Rob Sacre, the 7-foot 4-inch player. 4 or 5. I guess when you're over 7 foot, it doesn't matter. Who's got very few tape measures on the planet that long? And there's a rebound by Foster.
And that's good. I think anytime Will gets involved early.
Great look by Goodson. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, that's a quick transition basket. Harris just should have put that ball in.
Darby missed, battling for the rebound. Stephen Gray with it for Gonzaga. There's Bolden. And a foul called inside as Bolden kind of ducked into the middle and drew the foul.
You know, if you're a young player out there watching the Zags tonight, watch how if they don't get the ball initially on the break, they make their cut to the basket, and then they come out on the baseline and wings. Well, when Stephen Gray cut through, that left a big alley for Matt Bolden to get in there, and that was a smart play by Matt, just kind of filling in where Stephen had vacated.
That foul called on Warren Jackson. That's his first 4 now on Pepperdine. Foster posting up. Gonzaga trying to get him the basketball. So Bolden shoots it in and out. Foster keeps it alive. Skip past to Gray. Fakes the shot. Lob to Foster.
Oh, he got shoved.
And now the great hustle there by Stephen Gray. Pepperdine tried to throw it up to Keon Bell, and Gray ran it down for GU. Again, Foster. Bolden now drives the baseline, and both players slow to get up. Thompson and Bolden.
We were talking about Will Foster entering the game pretty early, not normal for him, but the first thing he did was grab a rebound, and I think if you keep Will Foster and he gets those kind of things, he could play more extended minutes, because if he gets out there and doesn't touch the ball, he kind of drops his head sometimes, not real confident, but I think if he touches it early, you get plays like that.
How about that catch and shoot, or shot by Will Foster? He went high to snag it, and then the turnaround to the baseline.
Well, Pepperdine is running a 2-3 zone, and what better way to break it than going inside?
Jackson missing and then running it down. And then Jonathan Dupree misses. So Pepperdine made their first shot. They're 0 for 9 since.
That is a terrific move by Will Foster. He caught the ball, spun baseline, and no one's going to block his shot, so he kept the ball high. But how about his teammates? I think every time down the floor, they tried to get the ball into Will.
Ah, to Harris. I didn't think that had a prayer. Stephen Gray to Elias Harris. And the big two-handed flush. Gonzaga leads it by 10.
But Gonzaga, they run their zone offense as well as they do their man-to-man offense. The ball got swung from one side of the floor to the other side, and the defense can't recover. Elias got behind that wall of the three guys back in the zone, and then Stephen Gray threw it up there. And what we say in our pregame talk, Elias plays above the rim.
Well, the fans here at the MAC enjoying this early start by Gonzaga, leading Pepperdine by 10. If you're just joining us, both teams are 3-0 to start the West Coast Conference schedule. And Gonzaga enjoying a 14-2 run, and Pepperdine without a field goal now in better than 6 minutes.
Well, the 3-0 start by both teams. The Zags had it a little tougher. They played Portland on the road, St. Mary's and San Diego on the road. Pepperdine, their 3 wins. You don't say that it's not good, because they'd have won all 3 games that they started the conference in, but it was the lower tier of teams that they beat. They were actually down 17 points in the LMU game and came back and won that game. So doing some impressive stuff.
And the carry call on Keon Bell. So turnover number 3 on Pepperdine. It's Gonzaga basketball. That last foul against Matt Bolden, that was his first 2 on GU. Foster setting the screen. Bolden open for the 3. I tell you, that was like the Great Wall of Foster there. He backed up and took 5 waves out of play, and Bolden was left wide open.
Yeah, Matt didn't rush anything. He just watched how the Waves were going to guard that screen, and they stayed behind Will Foster. He spread his wings out, and Matt just popped a nice 3-pointer.
Moore, jump shot, good for Pepperdine. They needed that.
Boy, didn't they?
Corbin Moore drops 2 in. And it's 17-6. Bull Kong, number 34, with it for GU. Again, Foster working hard, and Kong traveled.
That's what good on-the-ball pressure causes. Bull kind of out of his comfort zone out on the perimeter. He's more of a guy that wants to be set and ready to shoot the ball. So handling the basketball, he had a little pressure on him and tried to relieve that pressure, but he took an extra step in doing that.
So an opportunity now for Pepperdine to put a couple of possessions together here. Here's Dupree. Hand off to Jackson. Jackson to the baseline. Kind of shoved Gray out of there. Missed the shot. Goes out of bounds, and it stays with Pep. 11:59 to play first half, and Will Foster making his presence known. Look at that. Who can get around that? Easy shot for Matt Bolden. Gonzaga leads it by 11.
For the best in live music and entertainment, the Emerald Green I-5 showroom is the place to be. March 12th and 13th, comedy by Carlos Mencia. March 27th, R&B soulster Keith Sweat.
Gonzaga leading Pepperdine 17-6. Matt Bolden 7 points. Pepperdine has scored 6. He's outscored the Waves.
Yeah, and it's good to see Matt come out and start this game with an aggressive mindset. Only 5 shots against the Toreros. Didn't really need him against the Toreros. He did other things for the Zags very well, but you always want to see your senior leader take good shots, and that's what Matt's done tonight.
Keon Bell got inside, missed the shot. Yeah, Bolden took 5 shots in 38 minutes played against USC. He's got 4 shots, and we're not We're just over 8 minutes into this one as Kelly Olynyk able to find the bucket there. And it's a 13-point Gonzaga lead.
You know, Coach Few and the coaching staff, I love Kelly's energy, but they keep telling him to slow down and play patiently. That was a great moment for Kelly because he did. He caught the ball and went up strong.
Thompson jump shot off. Subtle with the rebound. Bell right to the rim. And here's Dupree for three. Jonathan Dupree out of Houston, Texas, the junior, drops in the three ball.
You said it earlier, the Waves in conference play shooting over 50% from three-point land.